yet another episode of the Unrated Underrated, a 263 chat podcast. I'm your host. Like today, I'm literally like Taurisa. Was there? I'm just happy. I'm in company of a lady. Like I was in the company of a lady just 2 hours ago. On this different show. On this one, I have a lady again. So allow me to be happy. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes, Cornelia. And the way you just made it, a lady.
You know, I actually realized that Papa Chido means club. Chido means club. I think since
a lady.
Yeah, since the beginning of this show, this Unrated Underrated, only one female guest, and we have the second one. So yeah, thank you for coming.
Okay.
So I met this chick. Before we get into this guy, I want to say I met this person through another person, a friend of mine.
Who's also my friend.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll get there. Winnets. The listeners now know who Winnets is. So yeah, I met this chick in a lovely vibe. She's a hustler. She just if you're not part of the dollar. Exactly. She's a hustler. But today, so this show, let me tell you about this show. This show is about showcasing talent that is hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I only got to know of you just on Friday. But what you do, I listen to your music.
Mm-hmm.
What you do deserves a platform where people get to know who are you. That is the reason of we made this platform.
Yes.
So start again. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Okay, so hello guys, I'm Chido, government name, but my artistic name is IK, which is Ichod Knowlich.
Come again?
Ichod Knowlich. So
spell
I can spell it.
Spell.
So that's ICHOD.
CHOD.
Right, and then KNO.
K.
Like you want to write knowledge, then stop on the L. Noel. Yes. Knowledge has an W, right? So KNOL. KNOW, sorry. Like you want to write knowledge. Yes. Like you want to write knowledge. Cornelia, how can you start with an L before? Yes. And then knowledge. So there is an ICH, not an E. That's an ICH, right?
I got Knowlich.
You wouldn't want to know where that came from.
Now, because that was Singapore spelling knowledge. How did you come up with Ichod?
Oh, right. So Ichod, if you look at it, it's Chido twisted. So I moved the I to the first later, then the O to where I stands. And then Knowlich comes from, those are three names, which is my father's name, my mother's name, and my name. So I love maths, by the way. So it was like an algebra itself. So I wrote those three names. Then I had to come up with the common denominators, common letters. So in knowledge, we can have O. In my name, there is an O. In my mother's name, it's Olivia, Knowledge, and Chido. So you can do the math. Come up with Knowledge.
Okay. You don't get that every day. You don't get that every day like that. But do you encounter people failing to pronounce your name?
They do. Some call me Ichod. Knowledge. It's Knowlich.
Ichod.
Right? Just like when you can pronounce character, you don't say character. So you can say Ichod Knowlich.
I always talk to people about that, not relating to this, but African names per se.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Kuda Kwashi, if it's Chido,
it has to be.
Exactly. You cannot pronounce Mandzukic for the fans of football and fail to pronounce African names. You did.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the father like the attitude that you have when someone mispronounces your name.
Yes.
I will tell you,
you mispronounced.
It's not Ichod.
It's
not Knowlich.
Yes.
It's Ichod.
Yes.
Knowlich. Yeah. So I want to know, what is it that you do?
All right. So let's take the artistic side. In art, I am a dancer by profession. I went to a dance school. I studied for 3 years, and it's called African Arts Trust. Yes. So I studied dance since 2018. I graduated last year in October. Then I'm also a singer, like I stated before. I sing, and as well I do theater. So all arts that has to do with performing, meaning there is dance, there is music, there is theater. You perform in all those arts. So, and other that I can even be discovering. And as well, I'm an actress. Yeah. And I do a lot. I'm a model who is like a commercial model. You can check me out on Society's advert. The one that's written, you search on YouTube, it's written Society. I can speak African. I'll be the lady entering by the first scene.
I think I saw that ad.
And I was dancing in heels.
Around Africa Day.
And I was dancing in heels.
Okay.
So I combined all that I do. I was performing, I had to act, I had to dance, and I had to model as well.
Yeah, allow me to look it up. So, but
it's okay.
If you're looking it up, let me take you back. You said you attended school for dancing.
Yes.
What made you decide to really want to dance? Like, when did it all start?
To be honest, I don't want to say it in a common, maybe a common phrase like people do. Or like it shows me. But it has been something I discovered. Like I actually discovered Kuti because of my love of music. I love music to the core. So just if you ever watched this cartoon in Home, if you see that move when that girl, the Rihanna character, when she turned on music, you saw what happens to the booth, to the legs. What's happening to my body? And so that's me. When it comes to music, I can't resist. And then also going to school, I learned that you can dance even in silence. But music pushed me more into it. And then I also discovered that God gave me a voice. And that I can sing as well.
Right, we'll get to that. Dancing, you said Uti, you went to a dance school.
Yes.
How did that come about? I know African parents with conversation like like but you know
yeah, and
how did they take that? What you are good in math? Is it math or maths?
Mathematics.
So we showed it is math.
Oh, right. So how did your parents take it?
Alright, so I can say I'm left with one parent, right? My dad passed away. I met up with this girl. That was when they were having, what's that? It was Dreamstar. They were performing in Highfield by Zimho. So I went there and I'm by the place. I'm watching how people are showcasing their talents. They used the Zimho, whatever they were doing. So I met up with this chick. I just liked her vibe. She was unique and the way she would dress. She was once on a billboard by construction house.
Do you know him?
It's Deborah Kabongo. She's a dancer.
Deborah what?
Kabongo.
Okay.
So talked to her. We ended up in a conversation where she had to show me her videos that she dances. And I told her, oh, it's a school. And she was in that school by that time. I waited for 4 years to be into that dance school.
Because long wait list or what?
No, they don't take people like we do in high school. We have like the Form 1s to Form 6. They take taking people each year, right? They take you after 3 years. After they are done with this program, after they are done with the people that are into the program.
So is that if they enroll people in 2020,
in 2020,
they will enroll the next class in 2026?
Yes, after 3 years.
Alright. Alright.
Mm-hmm. So I waited for like 4 years, but then my mom, okay. So my mom was once a nurse, then she worked somewhere there, and then went to work as a sales marketing person in 418. So she wanted me, she wanted me to be a nurse at one point, but then I love the fact that she is an open-minded woman, right? And she would give you also, you know what, this is how I would see it, this is how I picture, let's say, you know how African parents are telling them you want to dance. It wasn't easy, to be honest. But then her reflecting on the fact that she was once a basketball player who could have left the country way back. So maybe in some other team outside in Europe. And but if I am to stop this girl from doing what she likes, or what she loves, or what she's saying she would want to do, it's like I'm killing her dream. And that was her reflecting on when she could have been when she could have pursued, yes, a career in basketball. And then I had to talk to her. Pampas really that easy, but then she had to understand. Because I was this girl I went to school with. I went to school with her, but when it comes to IQ, mine was higher than hers. But then my mom was like, look at her, she's doing civil engineering. Why would you want to choose? Because now I was in the college of music. Babaramba. Volunteer no Poly Unit Civil Engineering. So going to Poly, National collected the data and getting to know what people offer, or what do we call them, programs. Yeah. And then there was Mascom. That one not you know what she is. And I love music and I love being a DJ. But I love and she to document and media. This is yes, I'm gonna do media, but then I become a DJ. And also Mascom still was good because I discovered it. I also love it.
Yeah, still even in Mascom there's like
it's broad.
Yeah,
it's
you
broad.
can actually be a DJ.
Yes,
it's singer, whatever. But at least you're still studying.
So, but the applier, I got accepted. The acceptance letter, oh yeah, I'm so happy. I want to be in Moscow. Then the look on her face and the reply was, we will see what we can do. The child and the finances are good. Then this will come.
What's the defense or expression?
Huh?
Those are more to
Yes.
Yeah, obvious. Like what other thing was not we ran.
Mara iwaniki. Mara iwaniki. Even ilipo iwaniki.
Mara kashini but because
the statement was Mara hapana. Why don't we pay this out? Kuti Mara hapana ikupatira mass.
Maria mass communication aipo but.
Maria yanga ilikuwa mass communication. So then I waited for 4 years. That was after this was here this Kuti I had to study Moscow, right? Then I waited for 4 years. Do you know Kuti, when I was given the director of the school's number, she is a lady, she's a French woman based in Zim. She's the owner of Africa, founder and director. So I was given her number by Deborah. Then I had to text her. Oh, she's a firm one. She's that hard to knock on. You can just come and tell her, this is me, this is what I like to do. I would love to be part of your program. And but if I was someone else with Kuti, I wasn't a strong woman. Trust me, I didn't make it. But I waited for 4 years. Audition, because you don't enter the school via bringing just your certificates only, bringing your qualifications like high school qualifications only. You go through an audition as well.
Alright, so let's talk about the music side now. You want to work with dance music. How did you decide then? How did you know I can sing and I want to I understand you're a good artist.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
How
I
many
am.
songs? How many songs?
So for now, I think I have 2 songs that I am on. I can say one is mine, one I featured on. Then one was a song we recorded. It was a collection of 3 artists, and it was left unfinished.
Yeah, I
So
listened.
really,
I listened to the other one. What's the name of the other one?
there is the one called
The one.
the
You know
one.
the one.
The one. Dear Nana.
Nana.
It's Dear Nana.
So then, I think can we playlist it on our audio version of this?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so you listen to Nana.
And there is also Hold Me. That's an English one, the R&B English one. So Hold Me one.
How did you get into music?
So music has always been I'm telling you, see, I grew up listening to radio a lot, and in the I don't mind. Shall I check out into the kumba because my money radio?
Yeah, radio music.
So can you go so much? I think I think radio because no our Zimbabwean setup, we cannot run away from that. Let's not try to be too salad dish and too European cookie. So unoiziya rural setup in. Kana kusati kwana izvezvo kwani magezi. Time iyoyo kwakusina magezi, and I would cry kuti kana mundiendesa make sure kune radio. Kusati ungonzwa radio, so
like sidebar. Can you I was talking to someone and they said you can actually go for a month without listening to any music.
I can't.
Yeah, play I'm going to but you play can you go a day? Let's not go for a month. Can you go for a day without listening to music?
I can't.
What's your favorite?
Alright. If I can, that'll be just for a few hours. Because first thing nichimuka kwanele, my routine, turn on the light, turn on the radio.
I love the way she say. I love the way she's saying kwanele. You know, I like my sidebar. I feel my name is safe coming from here. But can you say kwanele again?
Finally. Are you crazy, guys?
Guys.
So, I can't spend a day without listening to music.
What's your favorite music? Before we get into today, what's your favorite music?
Can I have favorite?
Alright.
Alright. There is R&B, but these days I'm listening more to gospel. I'm just falling in love, with that type of the hill songs, the type of gospel, this R&B, this hip hop. I remember this is the song. I don't know who sang it. It goes it's just like do 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 do. If someone knows it,
If only
it's a
you could Shazam
blessing to see people.
I'm one person. If I'm listening to a gospel music, gospel music.
You would not even think it's a gospel song, that song, even if it's Shona. You think that then these guys are so much in love with Jesus that they would sing for him like they're singing for the Lord,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So my playlist, genres on my playlist. I have R&B, I have a bit of Niger, right? And then I have I'm falling in love with piano. I wasn't a fan, to be honest. I was like, there's too
I'm too much FM.
boom boom music, and
I'm too much FM of piano.
because Kwandiri is it's senseless music. It's just one I listen to when Udaku Viber. It's one you listen to when maybe they could it's a wakana or you are high or something. But
Maybe for me,
so
the reason
bad.
why I don't like piano is because I can't dance. I chose come on two left. I can't. I have 2 friends.
It's alright. Stop it.
So,
No, stop it.
piano.
You have 2 friends who dance, right? But
They
stop
were
it.
3.
No, I'm your teacher. I'm not your friend. No, I'm your teacher.
You
So I'm telling
safe.
those legs to be the right and the left.
I'm safe, guys.
There'll be no more.
I'm safe, guys.
There'll be no more of those legs.
As you were saying, you said that you can actually dance with no sound.
Yes.
How does that happen?
With me, I create my own rhythm.
So
Yes, I create my own rhythm and I create my own emotion. You can pick an emotion, right? You know, when it comes to dance, you can have an emotion. I don't know whether I want to make it a sad emotion, whether it's a happy one. It's just, it depends, alright? And but you know, how are you feeling? How do you feel like doing it?
Alright, you mentioned Deborah, right?
Mhm.
Is the one person that you saw dancing and you went and asked her. Remember saying, "Who?"
I didn't saw her dancing. It was because of the outward appearance, like the look, the way she would dress. It's so unique. Like
So who would you want to collaborate with in both your singing career and also your life as a dancer? Which artist you say that if I get to dance with this person or if I get to sing with this person, Linda Shika.
okay, Linda Shika, I think you can leave it by the side. But who I would want to collaborate with, because the Linda Shika. Not that I shake it, it's a journey. We don't shake it, we go. You know, everything is a journey. Because the problem starts when we say Ndashika. You know, I'm just someone who would want to be humbled. And I'm also praying for God to humble me, because sometimes I can feel it inside of me. But to be honest, so yeah, and my pride is falling, so I can tell you put in the shika. But I would have someone who I would want to collaborate with, and I'll say, I've worked with someone. I can have one.
Yeah, but I just want 5 for it.
Yeah, I can give you 5. I can give you 5.
Mm.
Alright. So Jibo, hair, right? And there is this guy, what's his name?
They are supposed to be
local only.
Both Chido, even in the Caribbean.
Even in the Caribbean.
Chido.
Okay. There is Ibo. There is Asha. You know Asha dances, right?
Yeah, but Chris Brown is better. We have no.
Sensei vakakutisha ni point ya uchavarula.
Nah, Chris Brown is just better.
Ni point ya uchavarula.
Chris Brown is actually better than Michael Jackson.
Ni point ya uchavarula. But to be honest, yeah. Yeah, CP is good.
Asha.
No, despite the fact that people like Asha.
Alright, so I want to.
Alright, and then
no, wait. Before I forget, I want to come back. Mashure Mchana. You said you are an aspiring DJ.
I haven't learned it as yet.
No, that is aspiring.
Yes, I am. I am an aspiring.
Do you think that your dislike for, you said you are now liking our piano, but do you think you would be a dope DJ if you
when you're working for people, you don't do what you want, you do what they want.
So how
I will play it, because I want the bag. I will play it and get paid, right? Yes, I won't play it just because I don't like it. I will play it.
But thing we do for money.
No.
Like that.
I know. I told you, I'm falling in love with it a bit. I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
but I can listen to it. I'm not a fan.
By the time that you start doing your DJing stuff, I'm a piano from India. Yeah,
you know, when it comes to work, there are things we work and we work on, even to sing as a Friday. But also supposed to be here. So, I can play on my piano and just sing it to you.
Alright, so what's your branding like? Because when you started saying this show is about bringing like my artists who are not known. In the past. I remember last week when you said you wanted to talk to me about making a flyer for you and stuff like that. But what have you been doing so far for yourself and your brand is Ichod, Knowlich?
So I've been working on content that's right.
Wait,
I haven't posted. I'm working on choreographies that I'm setting aside. Then I start to record. You get it? So it's because sometimes we face challenges. I've been facing challenges. And I think that's the reason being me not having to start or not having to have so much content as yet.
But you are doing yourself a disservice, however.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, yes, we may have this conversation, but people will then want to say, "Who is you?"
Yes.
They want to look you up on over Facebook. The only thing that is on Facebook is
your picture.
Not even a picture. If you take a month away from Facebook these days, or not to those porn sites. So you need to do justice. You need to do justice by your brand. Create more content. Put it out there so that if we have this now, because obviously people are going to look for this I speak African thing, but then it's only one video. It's only a minute 30 video. You need I follow people who are in the same trade with you. I see them every day. TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
Yes, I am.
If you posted a video of you dancing on TikTok.
So Kanele, listen.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm trying to defend myself.
Yeah.
All right. People get to go through certain phases, right, in life. I understand I'm an artist. I understand I want to be out there, right? But like I'm telling you, I was working on content. And yes, I am posting. Because this generation Yatare right now, social media is the marketing platform for your brand. That's where you can market. That's where everyone is playing on. That's where a lot of people are spending their time on, right?
Especially TikTok.
Yes. So, in me personally, I don't want to be known as you see social media. It's good. But it can be negative in some way if you use
it can be negative, yes. But I'm saying social media has been here for since
it's been here for long.
But
But easy because we are now pushing, especially after exactly. Thank you. So my point is, I don't want to be known as someone who posts. No offense, twerking. I'm not a twerker, I'm a dancer, right? I don't want to have. I don't want to.
Part of dancing.
It's also part of dancing. Yes, it is, but it's not. It's not that. It's not like that's something I can take professionally. Because I spend most of my time showing you my.
Chido, I know. Sorry, I know of professional twerkers.
Yes, they are there. All thanks to them. I think thanks to them, they're putting it out there. All thanks to them, they are making good bucks with their.
It's part of hip hop.
No, it's not part of.
It
It
is.
is.
Maybe it's now part of hip hop, but it was never part of hip hop. All right. So my point is, Nini, is I don't want to post for the sake of posting. I don't want to post nonsense.
Yeah, but
sorry. So may I come
is
in?
not nonsense.
Exactly.
No, I'm not saying twerking is.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Gucci. You were saying Gucci, you're not posting, right? And I'm saying, yes, I'm not posting because I was working on certain things that I can't be telling people right now, okay? But I'm saying I'm gonna work, and when I drop something, I'll drop something that has a bomb for real.
Well,
Because I don't work on...
Me and other 15 million people who are on social media waiting for that.
Thank you for your
And
patience.
they will use this video as a reference. So I'm saying, yeah, we can do our part is 263 chat podcast, put you out there, but you yourself have to be out there.
You have to show up.
Exactly. Because I listened to your song, Dana, and I stopped.
It is.
I think it's only fair that you, whatever that video that you're going to post from Tanga, you should be dancing to Tera. Just to have that.
Think about it.
Yeah. So, how as an artist are you navigating the said Zimbabwean economy? How are you making your money? Are you getting paid for, especially this one, the society? What are you making? Exposure.
That time I was in school. So what happened? They get to find those people basically feature from my school, right? And the thing was, if you were not a graduate yet, well, I'm going to pay you. Because the school, I was under scholarship.
Oh.
So you won't get paid because you are
But
graduated.
I don't know what to get the scholarship.
It comes to school. So that one was a fail.
So how are you surviving though, as an artist?
Alright. So
What else are you do? What else do you do besides this
Art.
dancing and besides art? I know you're a hustler. You just hustle us.
yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm a hustler. I'm into a lot of things, but currently I'm focusing on things to do with confectionery. So I'm working on cupcakes, snacks, smoothies, the things that if you to go out for picnics, you can call me and say, oh, we want samosas, we want cupcakes, we want smoothies.
How much are your smoothies?
Okay, they're from $2.
$2.
Depending on
$2
the
1
time.
liter.
No, it's a tumbler. It's like is it like 300 mils?
That's a lot. 300 means
No,
that-
should be
300
like
is
200 mils, I think. Should be like,
Bodo Rego.
your normal,
330.
I think your normal sized tumblers, the ones you put alcohol in, those ones.
Those who
Yes.
drink alcohol.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
To those who
Yes.
drink alcohol, they know it a lot.
Ash behind.
So they start from $2 depending on the type of the fruit. Because I'm making them in a way that they are natural fruits.
Which foods
With
are you
no-
using? Do you only them all?
Yes. So the one lemon you match, I mix it's baobana.
Only
That's
banana.
Yes, that's my name. I have a few names for them. There is baobana. So this baobab banana in milk.
I will get it too.
A smoothie. Yes,
Nerengi.
very possible. Nerengi. Yes, very
Guys.
possible. Mhm.
So yeah, I believe after this conversation, there will be at least some knowledge of you out there,
Oh, yes.
so that when you post that video that you said is coming,
There will
you have because
there is reference.
because it will be embarrassing. Trust me, we know of a person who with so many followers who post she went live and no one came on your live. It's, social media can blue tick you in so unimaginable ways. You feel I can't go on.
No, you know what I can tell you, Kanyele.
Hey, keep saying
Yes, you can have things you'd want to post out there. Yes, you can have things you'd want to work on. But especially in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean sense of humor in Zimbabweans is mostly on bullshit, right? It's mostly
She's
on
coming at you,
Tukana,
Zimbabweans.
it's mostly on Kushorana. There are people out there, right? We need to be supporting each other. The more laughs we put, the more negative energy we feed. If that was converted into love, Zimbabwe would have been somewhere far.
Facts, though.
We could have been somewhere far. You might not know what's stopping me from posting something, but you come and talk shit because I'm not posting, right?
Facts, though. Like if
You never know what I'm going through. Maybe I need equipment that I might not have, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I need somewhere I need to work from that I do not have.
That's why I have you on this platform. I get what
You see?
but at point you are telling if we could convert that
The hatred,
into love.
that crazy humor we have as Zimbabweans, the one where we laugh at the next person, because pitcoat yake yadzikira pasketi instead of tinomuudza kuti kwidzira.
You have something to ask.
But then, like, at the end of the day, when it's social media, it's all about the numbers and getting paid by TikTok and whatnot. So if you laugh at me, it depends from the angle that you're looking at it at. Kuti, they laughed at that girl. She's trending, right?
Yes.
That's more money in her bag.
Yes, which is
At the end of
good.
the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that will be good. That will be good. That will be good because that will be good. But the fact here, Gucci, we need to work on the love still remains. As not as I'm saying, but as soon that will be good. Because we know but you turn a situation
But
that has been made crazy by people,
Yeah.
and God turns that to be your breakthrough.
But
Because we can't keep on complaining about Zimbabweans and negative energy and Zimbabweans with no love. We have been preaching that for the longest time. So if ever as a person, just block your ears and move on and concentrate on
Oh,
what
yes.
serves you.
Perfect. And that's
Ebo, put a pin on that. There's a girl out there. There's a girl out there who's thinking on starting a career or going to school for dance. What advice would you give them from that? Yeah. What advice can you give to someone out of college?
someone who wants to
Yeah.
start dancing.
Yeah.
And they want to go to a dance school.
Yeah. They want to.
My advice is start. Just do it. Go to it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Know your drive.
At the
What
end of the
drives
day,
you, what pushes you. At the end of the day, this is what you want to do.
what's important is starting and
Start.
also having a way to tell your parents.
Start.
Was yay.
The only way that I believe that there is the only way, I'm saying this as a Christian because I can be speaking to that to someone who's not, or to someone who does not believe in
Preach.
what I believe in. Right?
Yes. Preach.
If you know that you really want something, and you believe in God, believe that if you talk to Him and tell Him, He will go for you, before you. It will be a walkover. Because a parent is someone who was a vessel used by God, which will be panel. But God is above your parent. So don't fight with your parent. Go talk to God and tell Him, this is what I want to do. May you go with me.
Chido has got some wise words. For me, I'll just put a pin on that and maybe give a verse. Yes, a verse coming from me. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your understanding. We can think of any other means of telling our parents, but there,
Thank you.
that's all that Chido.
Thank you.
Put it on God. God is in it.
You see how people who does not believe in God push their work. You see how someone can market something that you know is toxic. Even those on your pasi is hazardous for health.
Yeah.
You also market your God.
Alright.
No, He can do it for you. And you go wherever
Church
you
on
want
a
to go.
Tuesday. You know, ladies, thank you, Chido, for coming to this up. Thank you for coming to my show, the Unrated Underrated with Jaivi. I always say with the beard that connects, but now today you met me on Friday. It was just connecting. Today is not an okay, but thank you for coming, Chido.
And who do you all come with your beard?
Myself, box number kids.
That's good. That's
I'm
good
not yet
for
married.
always.
I have a wife. I have baby.
Thank you so much for having me, Kwanele.
Yeah, thank you for agreeing on a short notice
No, it's
to come
alright.
and
It's alright.
have a conversation with me. You know, yeah. From two.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Where do we find her?
Okay.
Alright.
Wait. Before we finish this, like finish it, where can people find your, for now, your empty profiles?
Yes, they can find my empty profiles. Yes. So it's Instagram. It's written Ichod Knowlich. Facebook Ichod Knowlich. But with with also TikTok, Ichod Knowlich.
But is there an underscore somewhere or is just Ichod Knowlich like this? But I don't
Ichod
think.
Knowlich like that.
But I don't think you go to any social media and say it user or it
It's either you start
can't
with
with
you
your
can
name you
start-
can't.
you can start with writing Knowlich Ichod. You spell it any way. You can spell it Ki or you can spell it Ik.
Yeah,
So
both with
one
nicknames.
Between
can't
Facebook
find someone else.
between Facebook and Insta, one starts with Knowlich Ichod, one starts with Ichod Knowlich.
So yeah, so your Facebook is Knowlich Ichod. Accept my friend request.
Alright.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in on our show, The Unrated Underrated. Don't forget to check other shows that are on our website, that is www.263chat.com. There is She Speaks, Conversion's Gone, Prison, so spot on. Yes, thank you.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter at 263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.